Hello class. As we have taken the part 1, the definition of microorganism and the microbiology, now we are going to talk about some small little aspects related with microorganisms. Now this is the part 2 series of this chapter where we will again revise the definition that these are the organisms which are very small, very tiny, very minute, and they are not visible by the naked eyes. So they are not visible by the naked eyes, so we are calling them micro plus organism. So now how we are going to see them? We are going to see them with the help of the instrument device called microscope. Other than that, some fungus can be seen which are growing on your breads or the rotis with the help of the magnifying glass. But mostly the microscopes are used to see these microorganisms. Now comes the important aspect that how many types of microorganisms do we have got? See, two kind of theories are going on. Some people consider virus as a type of microorganism, which we will also consider, and some take it microorganism as the 4 categories: bacteria, fungi, protozoa and algae. Now, not considering virus into this category, the reasons people say is that they are very minute and they once enters the host body, then only they multiplies. But right now we are considering this fact that they are very tiny, very small. So viruses are very small, smallest of all this group. So the main 5 categories of microorganisms are bacteria, virus, fungi, protozoa and the algae. Now comes what are pathogens or the germs that we normally see in the ads of soaps, detergents, and nowadays in this COVID time the sanitizers, that your hands will go germ free, because these germs are very harmful. They are causing diseases in human bodies. The cavities in your tooth, the problems, the fungal infections in your skin, and the microbial attack of the food, everything, the germs are possible causes. And what germs are? Germs are disease causing microbes. So though microorganisms, they can be useful as well as harmful, which we will take up later on. But for just a small understanding, you should know that microorganisms, if they are causing diseases, they will be referred as pathogens. Now, what about the size? Now, what we usually say, that since the value of their size is very small, it is not included in the scale. It is much smaller than this size, and it is 10 to power minus 6, 1/100th of the human cell. Usually the size ranges from 0.2 to 2 micron meter, and very importantly, the mycoplasmas are very small. Viruses are the smallest of all. So these are the general, but you have to just write that they are very small and tiny, minute organisms. Now few microbes are macroscopic also. Why they are macroscopic? Because when I see a mushroom cooked in my kitchen, I can see that microscope without any help of that microorganism, without any help of the microscope. So these kind of microorganisms will be macroscopic in nature, right? So microscopic, opposite of microscopic is macroscopic. You can see them with the naked eye. The mushroom is one exception over there, right? Now, as far as the number of cells are concerned, the microorganisms can be unicellular like yeast, bacteria, and they can be multicellular like what we have discussed right now, the mushrooms, the spirogyras, the volvox, they are multicellular. So both the varieties are there. Where are they found? This is a very common question. Where we are going to see them? Everyone says it is on our hands. They are present everywhere. So what is the word we use? We use it omnipresent. Everywhere they are present. But give me some more hints. Drop some answers. So drop down these answers. They are present in air, oceans, that is sea water, saline water, fresh water, marshy areas, deserts, hot regions, very cold regions, polar lands, grasslands. The paper was getting short, so I have just squeezed down my answer to 7-8 points. You can add more. Inside the human body, inside the animal's body, in the intestine, it can be on the body, like when the bread is getting rotten, you can see that fungus growing over there. So they are found everywhere. So what is a simple line we can say? They are found everywhere. Now, when we talk about this world, the world of microorganism, my dear class, it is not a one go, one point chapter. A lot of people have contributed too many things. But once this particular thing was discovered, things got easy to find out more about these organisms. So what we feel that the contributors should not be left out when we are doing this chapter. We should know that first man who took up a concept of cell was Robert Hooke, though he saw just a cork cell, but his contribution cannot be overlooked because he came out with a concept. Then Mr. Leeuwenhoek, because he came out with his own type of, this is a modernized version. The earlier microscope was not that hap, but it was a simple one. But it enabled everyone to see into this kind of world which is there around us, which is affecting all of us, which is causing diseases in human bodies, and animals are suffering from it. The things are getting spoiled, but we are not able to see them. So who are causing this tooth decay? Who are causing this cramps in your stomach when you have taken a wrong food? So this kind of world was opened because of this particular discovery, that is a discovery of microscope. And comes the father of microbiology, that is Louis Pasteur, because this man ultimately took up this whole science and gave it a new projection. He studied a lot, he came out with a lot of things, and that is why he is duly regarded as the father of microbiology. See, 1857 he came out with this bacteriology, the concept of bacteria. Then Mr. Leeuwenhoek also came out with the study of bacteria. Then come Alexander Fleming, he came out with the vaccine, that penicillin antibiotic. And later on Robert Koch was there, क्योंकि Edward Jenner is there. उन्होंने first time he came out with the first vaccine for the smallpox, which we will study one by one when we will take up the details about the microorganisms. So first very important thing, let us revise it again. What is the definition? Microorganism, the very tiny organisms. They are not like you and me. They are very different because they are very small. They how we saw them only with the help of this microscope. What are the major types? The bacterias, the earliest one, the first one to came on the earth, bacterias. The virus is the smallest of all, सबसे छोटे ये. And you can see the COVID virus, it is so small, it is so thin that it is coming and staying in that. We will talk about virus in our next class because a lot of things can be discussed regarding this virus, and this is most happening topic of today's time, 2020. And that fungi, we are seeing it and we are using it. They are helpful also, harmful also, and we will take up the other things where they are present, omnipresent, everywhere. You can take up the size. You can write simply very small, tiny. If you want to go ahead with some numerical data, you can go ahead with 0.2 to 2 micron meter. They can be unicellular, yes. Are they multicellular? Definitely yes. You can come and give the examples. And what are the contributions? And this is all about our part 2.